welcome back to Down the Track. There's only 2 games left in the IPL. In this episode, we'll be previewing the second qualifier between the Delhi Capitals and the Kolkata Knight Riders. The winner will play Chennai Super Kings in the IPL 2021 final. KKR defeating RCB and getting into the second qualifying game, whereas Delhi lost to CSK, and that's why they're playing this. So that's what it is. Momentum, KKR have that. Delhi, they lost. They'll be a bit down, but they've been there, done that last season. They lost their qualifier and then they beat Sunrisers in qualifier 2 and reached the final again. So they've been in this situation before and they have that experience. They have a quality side. I think captaincy has been an issue with them. Rishabh Pant making a few loose decisions in that last game. Their fielding was a bit of an issue, bowling as well, and bowling is something that they pride themselves on. So it was a bit disappointing, but also I feel with the bat they could have contributed more. That middle order has been an issue. They haven't had that finisher there, and that's why Hetman and Pant have been demoted in the order and Akshar Patel was promoted, I think, in the last game just to have someone to finish games. So batting has been an issue. When the top order fires, Delhi are a different team, and they scored like 160, 180, and their bowlers do the job as well. I feel like in the bowling, Rabada's form has been a bit off. Nokia has been brilliant. Avesh Khan was brilliant up until the last 2 games. He has lost his confidence. So that's something they will have to work on. They're playing in Sharjah. There could be a call for 3 spinners. You have Ashwin, Akshar Patel already. Maybe get Amit Mishra into the mix as well. And I don't know, rest Avesh Khan for this game. Just because of conditions, you might want to play, horses for courses. That's an option definitely that they can consider. You would say that Mishra hasn't played much in this IPL, so it's a risk. But KKR will be coming out with 3 spinners, that's for sure. Even, there's a lot of talk about Andre Russell, but I don't think he's fully fit. So, and why break something which, why fix something which hasn't been broken? So I think they would definitely go with Shakib Al Hasan as the 3rd spinner. You have Sakib, Narayan, and Varun Chakravarti. Those are the 3 key bowlers. With KKR, like we talked about, Delhi's middle order, similar issue with KKR. Morgan hasn't been in the right form. Dinesh Karthik as well has had a few contributions here and there, but nothing noteworthy. If they're called upon, how will they react? I think Shakib Al Hasan showed in the last game that he can keep his composure in the middle order as well. Narayan, he's the floater. He can bat anywhere, so he brings that X factor a bit. Which Andre Russell used to bring for them. Narayan has that with the bat as well. So again, they'll also rely on their top order. It's let's see which top order is more successful tomorrow. I think that's where the game will be won or lost. Shikhar Dhawan, for me, if you look at the key players for Delhi, I'm going to go with Shikhar Dhawan. I just feel that he's a good player of spin. And Sharjah, it's going to be a turning track. It's going to be slow. I think he plays well off the back foot and the front foot. He picks the ball well. So he's going to be key. He's been key for Delhi throughout this season. Even if you look at the India leg, when he's performed, they've done well. In UAE, he hasn't got the same amount of runs, but they will need him to step up. I think he's going to be the key player with the bat. With the ball, it's going to be the 2 spinners, Ashwin and Akshar Patel. And if Mishra plays, then Mishra. The spinners will be the key. If Ashwin plays, I think I'm going to focus on him because he has that experience and he has that guile. He's not been in form, but I think on this pitch, he will be bowled more. He was bowled only a couple of overs in the last game, but I think he will be bowled more. And Akshar Patel as well on this wicket could be a handful. So those are the players to watch out. From KKR side of things, I'm going to go with Nitish Rana. I think the likes of Tripathi, Gill, Iyer have already scored the 50s and stuff. Rana started off the season well with some 50s. I think left hand in the middle order, playing against Ashwin and Akshar Patel, it's going to be a bit tricky for him, but he's someone who can attack the spinners. And it's a bit different. It's just for me, I think he could play a role in this game. If called upon, we can bowl as well with the new ball. But I'm going to go with Nitish Rana as a batsman to watch out for. It's a bit left field. With the ball, you can pick any of the bowlers, but I'm just going to go with Lockie Ferguson because I think the spinners will do the job. How does the fast bowler bowl in the death overs with the new ball? Can he contribute with wickets? He's been fantastic in the UAE leg for Ferguson. He's one of the reasons they've been successful. But how does he bowl in this game? It's a crucial game. He needs to keep runs to a minimum. He needs to pick. If he picks up wickets, that helps even more. It's about supporting those spinners. So I think that's why I'm going to go with Ferguson as the bowler to watch out for. I think it's going to be a big game for me. KKR favorites just because they played in Sharjah. They have I wouldn't just say momentum of winning, right? Like, Delhi have been more consistent throughout the whole season, so they have that momentum as well. Losing one game doesn't change that, but I would just say that because they're playing in Sharjah, it's a slower wicket. It suits the KKR players. They're playing with 3 spinners. Their batsmen are also more adjusted to the pitch. Delhi have to make that quick adjustment now from playing in Dubai, Abu Dhabi. Now they have to come back to Sharjah and get adjusted very quickly. And their batsmen really don't prefer the slow, low wickets. The likes of Prithvi Shaw, Iyer, Pant, they like the ball coming onto the bat. That's why I don't think I feel that even Steve Smith is not a bad punt just to strengthen that batting. He can work the singles away and everything. He's not a bad punt, but they're going to be looking at Marcus Stoinis. If he's fit, they're going to play him definitely. They were hoping that he plays in the first qualifier. He wasn't fit enough. Now again, they'll be sweating on his fitness. If he's fit, I'm sure they'll go with Marcus Stoinis. Instead of Tom Curran. I honestly felt that Tom Curran didn't do a bad job except for that last over, and the first 3 overs he bowled well as well. So yeah, it's interesting to see what Delhi will do. A lot relies on their top order once again, and the players need to step up, and they definitely have the team. It's on paper they're a more solid squad, I feel, but just if you look at form and the way KKR are playing, they're a dangerous side. You don't want to come up with this kind of side who are dangerous. They're unpredictable. You don't know what's going to happen. With against RCB as well, they leaked 60 runs in the power play, and then suddenly they picked up like 4 or 5 wickets, 6 wickets, and just gave like 40 runs in the last, or 50 runs in the last 12 overs or something like that. And with the bat, they started off well. They choked a bit, then they came back and won. So it's an unpredictable team, but they're doing well in these conditions. So well captained by Morgan, and it's going to be a test for Rishabh Pant. He's up against an astute captain. They will have to outthink and outsmart the opposition. You can make all the plans you want with Ricky Ponting and everything, but when you're on the field, when the pressure is on, you yourself will have to make a few decisions here and there. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. You have a good team. You have to back your players. Someone like a Rabada needs to be backed. I think it's a learning curve for Pant, but he will have to learn from his mistakes. He can't repeat them again. I'm gonna go with KKR in this game, just because of the conditions. Like I said, I think they are slight favorites to win this match. Although like I said, Delhi have a wonderful squad as well, but I'm just gonna go with KKR and their spinners. The spinners to win it, but if Delhi do play 3 spinners, it's going to be interesting. Then it's going to be a challenge for KKR as well. So, and there's some experienced spinners there in Delhi, and so some good matchups. Morgan versus Ashwin is going to be a nice matchup, a bit of banter in the last game. So yeah, let's see how it goes. Thank you so much for joining me. Make sure you like and subscribe. There's a couple of games left before we get into the World Cup. So yeah, thank you so much, and until then, take care.